Okay, so this is just a video to show you all a full FSD with no as hands-free as possible. You know, the car has one thing that is very picky. You know, it's checking you and stuff, and it's gonna see if you're paying attention to the road. So as long as you're looking forward, most likely you will be fully hands-free, and we're gonna see the behavior through all the roads. So I'm gonna just get the car started, then to engage the FSD. Okay, I got the latest version that is out right now. This is October 26, 27. So I'm just gonna get out this parking lot and get it triggered. So y'all just gonna ride along. I'm gonna try not to talk too much. I don't got no special mic, no nothing. It's engaged now. So y'all gonna see how it's kinda double guess itself and all that stuff, and how it rides. I have no mic, nothing yet. I'm just recording with my phone. So I'm allowing the car to do its thing. I've used it several times. I pretty like it. I still stay ready to engage if anything, just because, as y'all see, on certain roads, I've noticed that erratic behavior because it's not sure which way to go. Earlier I was heading to Walmart and I just turned it on, and the route that it was taking, once it was on the main road, it had to make a right to go into Walmart. It was trying to make a left into a back street, then drive back, then come back around, then to try to cross the street towards Walmart. So that I had to disengage it and take over, right? So I feel that first, if you put an address for navigation, once you get into destination or you to destination, that you're never gone with the car yet, or the car may have possibly not gone there with any other Tesla, I'm assuming, that it doesn't know exactly the direct route or the perfect route. So sometimes so you have to be ready to take over, right? And also in roundabouts, it's pretty good, but again, if it's not used to or aware of going to certain places on a regular basis, it will act funny. I remember when I was doing the road trip to Louisiana, on the way down to the Slidell charging station, it was heading down, and in the roundabout it made a right, taking a longer route rather than just going on the roundabout and right there the station. So I let it do what it did. And the next time when we was on our way back, again, it was with the FSD. It went, and this time it took the roundabout the right way to go directly. But as it got to another roundabout down the street, it hesitated, that it didn't know to go right. And it was kind of confused, like, do I go right or I go straight? That it was gonna hit the little cement, like divider cement between the turn right and going on the roundabout. So I had to take over and press the brake, right? So those are the little things that you will see. I would say on, like, you know, plazas or local roads, certain small roads or whatever, that maybe it's not used to it or it's still confused. Then also maybe it's following the mapping of the route that actual people take when they going to these places with Tesla vehicles, right? Here you see that hesitating, like trying to brake for no reason. You know, so it will have those kind of jerky moments. It's not that often. It's still convenient and comfortable. As y'all see, I've been hands-free. As long as I'm looking straight, as long as you can see your face, and you are not actually distracted with many things, you know, looking sideways, looking to somebody in the back, looking at somebody on your right or whatever, gazing around, you know, at buildings and stuff for too long. As long as you're pretty much straight ahead and you're not playing with the touchscreen, so you can see your eyes looking down some and stuff. And I'm just talking to keep y'all engaged on it. But I want to really show you all real life, just you know, in town, driving around, how well it does. Okay, I can't play no music and stuff. I'm just gonna drink my coconut water. But I would say for the most part, it's pretty accurate. It's not, I mean, and I have gone through vehicles that had adaptive cruise control and stuff like that, so I'm used to that stop and go. Our Kia Sedona have it. Our Expedition we used to have had it. Our Range Rover have it. So I'm used to it, and I know the feeling of how good they are on stop and go. This kind of with radars and stuff. The smoothest one so far on stop and go, I would say, is the Range Rover, 2014 Range Rover. The Kia Sedona, the 2015, is kind of good. The Expedition was kind of rough. It's kind of scary, you know. The stopping and stuff was kind of a little off. But again, I would say this: your hands-free. It's really relaxing. You can just sit back, rest your head. Now you see one thing that this car will not do. You all saw that rough top? It will not take a yellow light. It will not take it. That's why you saw it did a hard stop, a hard brake. I hope my barbecue in the back is not messed up. Just getting some barbecue for the house. By the way, there's a spot called Tipsy Pig. It's really good. Now, I think I probably need to check the trunk. Make sure those plates didn't flip. But anyway, it's pretty accurate, responsive. That's one thing that I don't like. I mean, it's good. It won't take a yellow light. This is the first time I really keep it engaged and let it force itself to stop. But as y'all saw, it was a little jerky on a hard stop. It will not take a yellow light unless it's a intermittent, you know, like turn signal and stuff like that. But a regular traffic light, once it turns yellow, he starts slowing down. Or if he closed, as you all saw, even though he could have gone, he will stop. So you just gotta be aware of that. Be ready to engage or disengage. I would say pay attention to the rear view mirrors and make sure you don't have no car riding the back of your Tesla, that if the car decides to do that, they're gonna ram into your car. My advice, and that's from my opinion, is if you have somebody riding too close to you, disengage the FSD. It's easy to disengage, just tapping, pushing the leveler up once, or you can take the steering wheel and kind of just shift it a little bit. It's starting again. Just shift it a little bit so it will go ahead and disengage, and you can take over. I'm gonna make a little stop because I think my barbecue stuff just flipped. Okay, so I'm gonna disengage it. There you go. I disengage it. Now I'm turning into this parking lot real quick. I just want to check, make sure my stuff is okay. All right. Just give me 1 second. It's not gonna be too long. I just gotta make sure this plates didn't flip. Okay, we're good. The plates did not flip. They just slide around in the back. Let's reverse. And let's get back on route. And here, I just engage it again. I allow it to take over and do its thing. Okay. Now it's here and what it's doing. It feels like there's, y'all see all that blinking? It feels like there's something stopping it or whatever. Or he's trying to figure out, I guess, debris. Okay, I just pressed the gas a little bit, kind of to tell him, oh, go ahead, go, don't be scared. So I guess, I don't know. marks on the ground. You also see the little blue blinking. First time I see it do that. But again, you know, it can get confused. Well, this is kind of all new. I don't drive through here that often, but okay, so here we are. We're still going through. The other things also with the FSD, with this wheel, you can control your max speed. The settings I had to play with it heavily. Okay, here it's not slowing down. I gotta take over for this bump. That's not good, you know. So I had to take over, and that was because of the bump. I didn't want this car just jumping. I got a shade here up too, so just bear with me, okay? I engage it back. Sorry, it was kind of falling off. But yes, that's one thing I noticed. Those bumps like that, it does not slow down for it. I noticed that earlier. That's why I had to take it over and disengage it to slow it down myself. Yes, as I was saying with the speed, you can control the max speed that you want it to go. But also will try to read the speed of the traffic, the flow. So sometimes it may go kind of super slow, and then based on the speed limit, it will show you there as well. Now this section there, we got cameras. Those cameras that take a picture of your car and stuff, the speed cameras, and you get a ticket in the mail. And sometimes we got the police up the road. So what I'm gonna do, I turn the wheel, just pay attention here, and I'm bringing my mats a little bit down, okay? Because sometimes there's people that really don't want to follow and slow down. We got a school here on the right, so they will keep on going. And I don't know if they're getting tickets in the mail. I got one at the beginning when they installed them. I'm not sure if they still use them, but I would say I normally try to follow speed limit, especially around schools. I do respect that. I got children in school too, so come on, we gotta respect that. Of course, this weekend ain't nobody at school, but still, the speed limit is fully enforced. It's not only during school time. Okay, and y'all can see here on the right, you see one of the speed cameras right here on the sidewalk, if y'all able to see it. And this zone, the speed zone, it's gonna change back again to 45. Yeah, the speed cameras down here. Oh, they move it further down actually. Oh wow. Okay, now we go. Speed limit goes up. I'm just adjusting my mats. Right. So again, it's pretty accurate and kind of smooth. Like I said, it's honestly hands-free. As I mentioned, on a road trip, I went almost 80%. That was my first time going on a road trip with it, so I went almost 80%. And you know, I learned a lot through that road trip about the FSD, the supervised system. When it's too dark, or you have shades or a cap covering that it cannot monitor your eyes or your attention, the supervised is unavailable. So now it will ask you more to jog the steering wheel a little bit, things like that. If it notices too many times that you kind of distracted, it will start bugging you to grab the steering wheel or nudge it a little bit to kind of to know that you are still paying attention and not distracted, you know. And it stay on its lane, but if you see here, it's faster, but it's staying at 51. Now, also you gotta watch your max, because sometimes it goes to really way high max. So now you see how I'm going slow. So I will push the gas to tell them like, hey, pick up. You know, this is faster over here now. Catch up with it. It will try sometimes to go back slower. Now, if you feel like it's going too slow, you can force it to change lanes by not just stopping, but by engaging the turn signal, and then it will switch. Now again, I have a max at 64, it's still going the speed limit, and it's not following or paying attention too much of how all the cars are going, and you see some of them are passing me and stuff. So I'm gonna give it a nudge to remind it, hey, people are going faster, go with the flow. It's supposed to go with the flow, but sometimes it doesn't want to, and you're gonna see it and try to go back down now. It's kind of like, okay, I got you, I understand now. I see what you're talking about, the traffic flow. Now let's see how it does with this. So I got cars on my left, on my blind side. Our turn is coming up the street, so as you see, he's trying to slow down to let these cars pass so he can get a chance to switch lanes. And you see it immediately, it brakes a little bit and it switches lanes perfectly. And it does a pretty good job to get in the middle for this wide roads, you know, to get into the middle turn lane. Again, you see here's a flashing yellow, so it knows that's a, you know, warning just to turn. It's trying to turn slow and smoothly here, so it's very aware of it. Again, this is just for y'all to see FSD full hands-free. Hey, you saw what he just did? Like, it started warning and braking like it thought it was gonna maybe hit that car that was passing by. Just little stuff like that. You have to be kind of aware. That's why I want you to pay attention. This is not full unsupervised that you don't supposed to. That's why supervised, right? We don't got the robo-taxi or anything like that, but it's very aware of what it's supposed to do. You just gotta stay engaged, and honestly, you can relax. You know, the stress of the driving. You just gotta be ready to take over or engage. As y'all saw, you know, me interacting or jumping in not that many times, as y'all can see. This was a pretty good ride. I don't know how long, you know, we've been riding, but this is for y'all to see and understand. But after this light, I just wanted to show you all FSD hands-free, just being there supervising the vehicle. And that's, I guess that's what the supervise is the car supervising you or you supervising the car, you know, just to take over in case anything, or, you know, acts funny. So it's pretty good. Now my max is 58. That's too high, so I bring it down to 54. Stay there close by. But anyway, again, if y'all like the video, comment on this video, subscribe to help me grow this channel. Definitely likes if you like it, if it's useful. My videos, as I'm coming with them and trying to push myself to do, it's all about things that I do, that I use, that I sometimes searching and can't find answers, or sometimes there are answers, but I want to give you my perspective of it from a user perspective, not all the technicality stuff. Hey, how does it perform? But anyway, until next time, y'all take care, enjoy, and see you later, next video.